Hello there folks, and welcome to Bullets for Bucks. My name's Steven. Today we're going to compare the Howa 1500 Carbon Elevate against the Christensen Ridgeline. Alright, both of these are ultralight hunting rifles. Both feature carbon fiber wrap barrels. So let's get things started. We'll be testing these out at the range later in this video. We have a slim profile limb saver recoil pad. It's quite pliable. A hand-laid carbon fiber stock made by Stockies. Sling swivel stud. Relatively traditional stock design here, a little bit thicker than normal palm swell. And then we have a all-metal floor plate system here and trigger guard. Push tabs in the front of the trigger guard. Depending on the caliber, it's 3+1 or I believe 4 or 5+1. Features a hack 2-stage trigger. It's not really user adjustable, but usually comes at about 2.5 to 3.5 pounds. Really nice, clean trigger. Has a little bit of over travel though. 90-degree bolt throw. Bolt release tab is on the left side. Nice, really high quality, one solid piece bolt handle and knob. It's got 2 locking lugs, plunge rejector, Socko style extractor, and toolless firing pin removal. Bolt rides pretty smooth in the receiver. It does have a little bit of a zipper sound when it's new, and it takes a little bit to smooth it out, but it's almost as smooth as a Remington 700. All the way to the rear, locks the bolt in place, keeps you from firing. On the safety, one forward, you can manipulate or remove the bolt, but you can't fire it. All the way forward, you can fire and manipulate the bolt. Features an all-steel receiver with an integral recoil lug, and the action screw in the front locks into that recoil lug. So absolutely fantastic bedding system and receiver design on this. And this is pillar bedded as well, I believe. Then coming forward, you have a hammer forged core wrapped with carbon fiber. I was told these carbon fiber wrap barrels are actually made by Howa, but I cannot confirm that. Threaded 5/8 by 24 at the end, does not come with a muzzle brake, and the barrel is not free float in this particular model, and it does have a front sling and swivel stud. The fore end on this is like fatter than I would say a traditional hunting stock, but not by a lot. And it's a little bit flatter on the bottom for bag riding, but not very noticeable. It does come available now in different paint patterns. This is like a gel coat over just the hand-laid carbon fiber. And this rifle comes in extremely light. It's like around 5 pounds in mini action, and then it goes up from there. I actually can't remember the exact weight, but it's very lightweight. Now let's take a look at the Christensen Ridgeline. Christensen Ridgeline comes with a little bit thicker rubber recoil pad, but it's a little bit stiffer, a sling swivel stud, and it's been difficult for me to figure out what this stock is made out of. For differing answers here, from polymer to polymer reinforced with fibers to fiberglass. To me, it looks and feels like fiberglass, but maybe a little bit cheaper version. So maybe it's polymer reinforced with fiberglass fibers, but not truly fiberglass. I don't know. It's not carbon fiber, truly in my opinion, but there's all different answers out there that I've seen. Then coming forward, you have a really slim profile grip on this. Metal floor plate design, metal trigger guard. Does come with a very nice single stage Trigger Tech field trigger, adjustable down to 2.5, 2.25 pounds. Breaks super crisp and clean, and it is user adjustable. This utilizes the Remington 700 footprint, stainless steel receiver. The recoil lug is sandwiched between the barrel and the receiver. I do prefer the Howa design over that in that regard. This has spot bedding and pillar bedding, so very well bedded. 90-degree bolt throw as well. Side push lever release for the bolt. Spiral fluted polished bolt. Skeletonized handle. 2 locking lugs, plunge rejector, little mini claw extractor there. And this thing definitely rides a little bit easier in the receiver, but does feel a little bit looser in the receiver though, in my opinion. Fully free-floated carbon fiber Christensen wrapped barrel. I believe it's 26 and 24 depending on the caliber, and it comes with a radial muzzle brake, which is very nice. Front sling swivel stud. The fore end is more narrow and rounded off on this stock. So the Christensen comes in at an ultra lightweight of 6.8 pounds. I believe this Elevate is like 6.9 pounds. I could be off there, but they're really close in weight. The Howa though comes, I believe, in 22 and 24 inch barrel lengths, where the Christensen, I believe, comes in 24 and 26 inch barrel lengths, so you can get a little bit longer barrel, as well as I believe the Christensen might be available in more calibers. All right, now that we've gone over the specs, let's take these range and see how they perform.
way low, right? So now.
So that was a little bit better group. Good. Solid hit. All right, now that we're back from the range, let's go over the Howa first. This rifle is in 6.5 Creedmoor, and you can get this in mini, long, and short action. It fed, extracted, ejected flawlessly, easily capable of half MOA, even with a small factory sampling of ammunition, and no complaints whatsoever. Now taking a look at the Christensen, the trigger definitely noticeably better, crisper, cleaner, user adjustable. It's a little bit smoother to run the bolt as well out of the box, but it extracted the brass straight up into the windage turret of my scope. I moved the scope, still did it, and I've had that scope on other bolt actions, and I've shot a lot of bolt actions with different scopes, and I've never had that problem ever. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say it might be just this particular one that I have, but this one's ejecting the brass too straight up into that, ruining the room in the brass and causing the brass to even fall back down into the feeding area and then causing double feed. So that's totally unacceptable in my opinion. Their customer service is great, the company's great. No hate on them, but in my opinion, that's unacceptable for a rifle of this price point. The rifle was capable of MOA, but it was difficult to shoot one MOA out of it, but that could be due to the fact that I'm using factory ammunition and it's an ultralight rifle that's chambered in 300 PRC, which is pretty big caliber. It's hard for me to mitigate felt recoil and shoot accurately anytime I shoot a light rifle that's a big caliber. So I cannot say one is definitively more accurate than the other given the small sampling of factory ammunition. But in this case, how it did shoot more accurately in this case scenario, that's not the issue though. The issue is the Christensen was ejecting the brass too vertically upwards, in my opinion. So if I was gonna pick a rifle for ultralight backpack hunting, I would pick the Howa Carbon Elevate. Thanks for watching Bullets for Bucks. Check out this next video and subscribe.